Hey, good morning, world. How's everybody out there in YouTube land? Well, me and Miss Lily are having fun here on the Lily too. Sorry about the shaky camera work, but I'm hand holding it because no room on my desk for my tripod at the moment. So, anyhow, good times out here. No, not good times. Suck it. Yeah, crappy day today on the boat, but that's all right. Still great living on a boat. But let me show you where my problem lies. Yeah. That's my laptop, friends. That's my laptop. My my little teeny tiny, I don't know if you guys can even see that, the little teeny tiny switch right there broke off of this little part here that mounts on my pooter, and no joy. I cannot turn my computer on and off. It will not let me power my computer on and off, which really major way sucks. So I'm trying to see if there's anybody out there that knows where I can buy replacement parts for Hewlett-Packard laptops. Kind of hard for me to get online and search without a laptop. I'm using my iPad as best I can and seeing what I can work out with that, but yeah, not having much fun, I can tell you that. It does have a little label on it. It's got a little tiny label. See if you can see that. Probably won't focus, it's that small. It's got a tiny little label. I took a picture of the label and then blew it up so I could read it with my camera on my iPhone, and it is a 32Y62PB0010, followed by S5EAH2FOH, whatever the hell all that gibberish means. Anyhow, those are the parts number. There's a little barcode reader on it, you know, one of those QRD type things, but it's so tiny and my camera won't focus close enough to be able to blow that up and get a shot of it. So, oh, and what really sucks is I was right in the middle of finishing up. I actually have like 4 different videos that I have in various stages of done. Everything from doing the welding with Doug, what, a month ago? I mean, everything for the last month I've got on here, and I can't do nothing with it. So, fortunately, I have a handy dandy little set of computer tools and a little bit of a skill set with being able to disassemble electronics carefully and see what's in there. You know, I know better than to go in here and spray it with Windex and take a wet rag to everything, but I've been kind of going over it very gingerly with a little tiny brush and a little vacuum stick, trying to get all the dust and stuff out of it. Man, was it dirty. But you know, I've had this computer like, I think 4 years now. So the entire time up in Alaska, I had it up there in the cabin where I heated with wood, and so it's a high dust environment. Plus the dog running around shedding hair, and so it's sucking in dog hair and stuff all the time. And now here on the boat in a high salt environment, which is never good for electronics. So I'm really not surprised that I had a failure with it. I just wished it hadn't happened now, obviously, but it's all right. We'll get it all back together again here pretty quickly. It'll all come back together. But in the meantime, kids, if anybody knows a good source for Hewlett-Packard parts, PM me or something to let me know. So, other than that, everything else on the ship is looking good. Let me check what I missed all on the chat here. Good morning, Doug. Hey, Patriot Canadian, what's up? Hey, Billy, good morning. Where's your ground strap? What am I going to ground to? I mean, really, what are you going to ground to? Don't have to worry about it. So, morning, Mike Mayfield. How you doing, ma'am? Mike, you were right on, by the way, with that suggestion you mentioned to me about. You're absolutely correct. Well, we're going to nip that in the butt here pretty quick, I think. So, right now, though, I'm trying to figure out the parts for my laptop. I need to replace my on-off switch. This is actually the little tiny button. That little tiny, teeny, tiny button there is the on-off switch. You can, I don't know if you can even hear it in all this noise here, but I can feel it on, off, on, off, on, off. That's the little button I need. But it has come loose of its little mount, which was on this card. It mounted right there on this card, and that seems to be separated. Seems to have separated the soldering on that, and man, that I'm not even going to try to solder circuit boards. I mean, I can solder, but I'm not even going to go near a circuit board. So anyhow, I'm going to see if I can buy this whole component, which includes that little switch, and see if we can get my laptop back working again. So if not, man, $900 for a new replacement. And for me, I need something, you know, because I do a lot of video editing, I need something with a really big graphics card, and that's what makes it expensive. I could do with a much cheaper, I mean, I can go to Walmart and buy a $400 laptop for all I need, but Micro Centers are the best. If they don't have it, you can, they don't have it, they can get it. Yeah, unfortunately, Mike, I don't have any Micro Centers that I'm aware of anywhere near me here. I haven't looked around to see what computer stores are nearby. Billy says, what was the numbers again? Hey Chief, how you doing? Mine does repairs. Yeah, they will do repairs. I just don't have one anywhere near me that I'm aware of, but I haven't even looked yet to see what's available. I'm sure there's some computer stores here on Long Island, but Billy, the part number was 32Y62. Let me start that over again. Now you got a pencil. Micro Center in Carl Place. All right, Doug, well, maybe we'll run over there. It's a 32Y62 PB0010, and the number after that is S5EAH2FOH. Those are the numbers on there. My product ID is an M1W62UA hashtag ABA, model number 15-4 H83CL, serial number 5CD5464FWM. FWM, so there you go. Anyhow, parts is parts. I got parts all over my table this morning. So, typical life of a sailboat, right? You know, one day you're fiddling with lines and go slower. Okay, you want me to do that over again? Go slow? All right. The part number on the little micro switch piece is a 32Y as in young, 62, P as in Peter, B as in boy, 0010. The number underneath that number was S as in Sam, the number 5, EAH, Edward Apple Henry, the number 2, and then FOH, Frank Oscar Henry. Those are the numbers that are on the little switch. Now my computer is a model 15-4H83CL. I think that's 4H. Let me double check that H. Let me put you down here for a second. Because I'm not sure I wrote that correctly. U 15-U 483CL. 483. Where the hell did I? Oh, I see. 15. Okay. I see what I did. I didn't make my H right. All right. 15-H 483CL. You see what I have to do? I have my big glasses and my little glasses. Combine them, and you have a good magnifier. So. Product ID is M1, M as in Michael, 1, W as in William, M1W, 62, UA as in United Artist, hashtag ABA, Apple Boy Apple. Serial number 5, CD as in, as in compact disc, 5464 FWM, female, white male, I guess. Oh well. Anyhow, those are all the numbers that are on my computer and on the actual part itself. So, oh Doug, you're gonna have to message that to me on Messenger, Doug. I can't pull it off of chat to call them. So yeah, it's an HP Pavilion, Hewlett-Packard Pavilion, or at least what's left of one. So yeah, if you guys have contacts in that regard, that would be awesome. But you know, that's just sort of life on the boat here. You know, woke up this morning, went to turn on my computer, and no joy. Worst part about it is my little computer repair kit was in a plastic bin all the way up in the bow. So I had to dig and dig. It took me 20 minutes of digging and moving stuff to get myself all the way up, and then as far as I could reach, almost to my chain locker, is where the little plastic tote was that had my tools for working on the computer. Needless to say, they're not going back up there again. I'm moving stuff up there that I really don't need to get to for a while. So anyhow, but that's life. So other than that, everything here has been good on the good boat. We had a great night's sleep last night. It calmed down, still stayed warm. Still stayed very, very warm. It's 89 degrees on the boat already this morning. We're going to go up to 95 today. Me and Miss Lily are just prepared to just lay low. Apparently, I'm not going to be able to do much editing or computer work, which is what I usually like to do when it's really hot like this. I'm here for there was a flex cable connected to it, right? Yes, there's a little flex cable, like a little ribbon cable like this that connects to it. Yes, that's correct, Billy. It's got a little gate thing. Let me show you here. It connects right here, but this is like a little gate. This little white part opens and closes. I don't know if I can hold. Oh, I don't know if I can do all this at one time. What in the hell? Oh, my vacuum's attacked me. Hold on a second. Let me set you guys up. Oh Christ! On my tripod, so I can have you up where you guys can sit. Even though I'm setting it up right on top of the underside of my keyboard. There we go. Okay. So the piece looks like this, and this is a little gated opening and closing piece here. This, you can see how that opens and closes. The ribbon slides into there, and then you close that little gate on it, and that makes the connection. So, but that's the little piece, and that's where I got those numbers from, was right off of that, even though you can't read it right now because my camera can't deal with something zoomed in that much. What I did is I took a snapshot with my camera, and then I zoomed it in. I took a snapshot where it was in crisp focus, and then I zoomed it in. So it's a flex cable. I know what it is. They sell them on eBay. Just look for a button switch for an HP. Put in the model. Power button switch for an HP, and then put in the model. Okay. I guess I will do that. I hadn't gotten that far yet, but that's why I get on here, because you know, you guys have skills and experiences that I don't have, and that's the wonderful thing about crowdsourcing problems like that. So thank you, Billy. I will do that. That sounds like a reasonable what, $12 on Amazon. There you go, Jim Coleman. Jim, if you found the part, could you PM me a link on my Facebook? Or email it to alaskacarl@gmail.com. If you guys found the link for that exact part, obviously you have a price. alaskacarl@gmail.com. Carl with a C, of course. And yeah, that would be awesome. That would certainly speed up things for me. I can get my email on my iPad, so. Anyhow, so that would be great. I can order that part and I'll have it shipped to Douglas's. And I guess Doug and I are going to get together, I think, tomorrow. He's got some doctors. Yeah, okay. Hold that up again. There's the one view of it. And there's the other view of it. And if you're trying to get the numbers off of it to check me, there they are. I think that's right side up. That might be upside down. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's right side up. Of course, now it's going to show backwards because that's what my camera does. But actually, I wonder. Hold on a minute. There, maybe now it won't be backwards. That's using the other camera. Oh well. I don't know if that worked or what that did, but we'll see. Anyhow, kids, so working on the computer this morning, trying to get it back together again. Going to be hot today. I don't know what other projects I'm going to work on, so looks like an X360. Okay. I have no idea what an X360 looks like, but Billy, I will take your word for it because I know not. I know just enough stuff about computers to get in here and get myself in trouble. But I figured it this way, you know, I can't break it any more than what is already broken. So, I mean, if it's dead, it's dead. I have to buy a new computer, but it seems like a shame. I can always, you know, I can always gut this thing. Would be the numbers where it starts from. Okay. You know, the worst case scenario is I can pull the hard drive out, and they make these little doohickers now where you can pull your hard drive out and put it in its own little case. And so that way I could keep the hard drive as a backup drive sort of thing. But at least that way I could plug it into a new computer and access that hard drive and get all the stuff off of it. So, because the hard drive isn't the problem. It obviously is a broken power switch, which I've been able to diagnose by taking it apart and finding loose parts over there. So I guess that is what it is. So use the screwdriver alternator. Billy LaFawn. All right, Billy. Awesome, man. Thank you. I will check that out, Billy. Thank you. Use a screwdriver on the alternator. What am I going to use a screwdriver on the alternator from? What would a screwdriver do on my alternator? Not sure I follow that. Don Doug here. What do you mean? Yeah, Doug, it's kind of obvious since it says right above your comment, Doug here. Oh, joke. Okay. Okay. All right, I get it. Yeah, use a screwdriver. Okay, I get it, Don. Yeah. Start old cars like that. Well, yeah, but you don't do that on the alternator. You do that on the starter. Actually, you do that on the starter solenoid, right? You don't do that on the alternator. Hey, Gavin, right, zap. I get it, go screw to the alternator. Yeah, no, I think what he's talking about, Doug, is how you remember back in the day when you would take a screwdriver and short out the contacts across the alternator on your starter, and that would kick your starter in even though you weren't hitting the starter button. It was a way of starting a car without a key back in the day when we had low-tech vehicles. Yeah, you could just reach in there and jump the solenoid. There you go. Old Fords and AMC. That's right, Doug. Now you got it. Yep. I knew that. Been there, done that, guys. You know, had an old Ford many, many years. Had lots of old Fords for many, many years. But yeah, you can just reach down there with a screwdriver and short out the solenoid, and it'd fire that starter right up, and away you'd go. No key necessary. Old-time hot wiring. There you go. That's right. Don, you're giving us a glimpse into your misspent youth there, man. Oh, a little TMI you're sharing with everybody, man. You're going to get yourself in trouble. Oh, 1959 Chevy 6 Chevy, 6 Studebaker, 58 Plymouth. Just some of my old solenoid starting cars. There you go. Yeah. Hey, it worked. As long as you had the coil jumped out. Anyhow, kids, so I don't know what else I'm going to do today. I'm going to put my computer, I guess, back together temporarily and get online and see if we can order parts. I don't know if I could try, should I, what would be faster, ordering parts and having them shipped to Doug, or stopping in at Micro Center and seeing if they actually have it. I think, Doug, you're going to send me the phone number for Micro Center, if you would, I will call them and see if they have the part in hand. If they have it in hand, it'd be faster for Doug to drive me over there tomorrow and I just go get the part. If not, Billy, then I'm going to go ahead and use your link and order that and have it next day shipped or whatever. I mean, if it's only 12 bucks, it's not going to break the bank here, so close, but not break the bank. And then, if I could spend 12 bucks and get my computer back working again, that would be awesome. So I guess that'll be my next step. Anyhow, with that said, kids, it's hotter than heck here on the boat. I'm going to put this stuff back together. I don't know what other little projects I'm going to work on. I was going to work on editing today. Doug and I are going to take the alternator over to an auto parts store. It doesn't have the exact model, but it does have to have the right bolt set up and the right pulley set up. That link came out really long that I texted, sorry. That's all right, Billy, not a problem. I appreciate it, man. I'll just be able to use it as a hot link, so that'll work fine. Hey, Dick. So anyhow, I'm going to take the alternator to an auto parts store and have them test it. They usually test alternators for free, you know, CarQuest or any of them, AutoZone, and just see if it puts out power and if it's working. Because right now it's spinning perfectly. I mean, it spins freely. There's no bite or twist or looseness in it at all. So maybe I can just bolt it back up and it'll work. I don't know. But I want to test it first before I go ahead and bolt it back up. So hopefully Doug's going to pick me up tomorrow afternoon, and I guess we're going to hit the computer store and the auto parts store in West Marine to start with, and be spending what little funds we have left and go from there. So other than that, kids, I'm gonna get gone here and talk to you guys all later. I really appreciate the links and Micro Center, excellent. So thanks everybody, and I will talk to you guys all later, unless you guys have any questions or problems or concerns. If not, no? Okay. Regulator, we'll talk to you guys then. Be good and be careful, guys. Thanks for all the help. I really appreciate it. Auto parts store should match it up while there. Maybe so, Bubba. Yeah, if it's not right, maybe they'll just have a replacement. But I did locate a replacement from DB Electric, $108. I think is an exact replacement for it. It just doesn't have the pulley attached, but I think I can unbolt my pulley off of this one and put it on that one. So, and then of course Doug suggested just getting a rebuild kit and rebuilding it. So we'll see. Hit kidsy. Okay. All right. Hot today. Yep. All right, kids. We'll see y'all later. Be good. Be careful, guys. Bye.